Hey babe, welcome to the I'm a Braid Babe weekly braid challenge. This week's braid is a double pull through braid. Make sure to use the hashtag I'm a Braid Babe when you post your photo of the braid so that I can find it. All right, let's get to the braid. So for this braid, we'll want to start with a center part. So just center it all the way through your head and then section one off so that you don't accidentally pull hair into the other side. You're gonna need a lot of little elastics for this one. Okay, so we're gonna start by taking a triangle section here and put that in a little ponytail. And now as you're putting them in ponytails, you want to think where you want this braid to lay on your head. So if I put my ponytail up here, then my braid's going to be more along my part. If I put it down here, the braid's going to be more along the side of my head. I kind of want it down the middle, so I'm going to do it right in the middle. This is something you want to think about too for symmetry. You want to remember what you did on this side so that you can do the same thing on the other side. Now it's easiest if you use some kind of pin or clip you have. Clip this hair out of the way. So I'm just going to clip it on the other side. And now we're going to grab another section of hair behind this section and elastic that one. Now let down this first section of hair. This is called a pull through braid. So we're gonna take this section here and we're gonna split it in half, right through the center. And then we're gonna put one side around that ponytail we just made. So now it's kind of splitting that ponytail. And then pin the second section up. And now we want to grab our next section and now we're gonna use the elastic to put this section that was split and the new section together. Now we can let down the section that we had pinned up. So now we have the first pull through loop done. Now, kind of like the Dutch braids where you pancake them, you can pancake this one as you go. So kind of pull on the edges here, make it a little bit bigger. And now, same thing, we're gonna take this top one, we're gonna split it in half, wrap it around the next one. tighten that other section up. So now we have our section that's split. We're going to grab a do section from under here, and we're going to elastic those together. Keeping mindful of where you're putting your elastics. You really want them, if you chose center, then keep doing center the whole way down. And now we can let this hair down. And now we have our second pull through that we can pull on and pancake.
Now we're just going to keep repeating all the way down to split this one in half. Wrap it around. Turn it up. And now we're going to grab our next section.
And now from here, you can either continue that pull through braid all the way down, which would consist of splitting the top one in half, wrapping it around the bottom. I usually will pin it up and then do an elastic, and then again just keep splitting, wrapping around, elastic. I'm actually going to be a little creative today and finish mine off with a little bit of a fishtail braid. So we'll see how that turns out. So for my fishtail braid, I'm going to split my pigtail in half. Once you have your two sections, you're going to take a small section from one side, wrap it around the front, and switch it to the other side. So take a section from one side, I'm taking it from the back, wrapping it around the front to the other side. So I kind of use my pointer finger to section that little section off and bring it around. So that's all I'm going to do for the fishtail. And then I'm going to use an elastic. And then I'm going to wrap hair around the elastic so that you can't see the elastic. So I have this little tool here that I'll put up through the elastic, pull the hair through the loop, and then pull it down through the elastic. You can also use a widened bobby pin, stick that up through the elastic, pull the hair through it, and then pull it down through the elastic. I'm gonna wrap it around twice and then put it through my little tool. I'm gonna go like that and pinch it through. And then you pull on the bottom here. Sometimes it's hard to pull it through the tight elastic. So like right now it's kind of stuck. That's when I get in here and I just kind of keep working the hair over it and keep pulling. But if you pull too hard, the tool will literally just rip in half, which I've learned the hard way. So I just keep working it through, trying to pull this hair that's wrapped around kind of above it. See, it's starting to come through. You can see the hair looped around. Then sometimes once it gets to this point, I'll find out where I can pull the ends, kind of start helping it through that way. And there we go. So now we have a cute little pull-through braid going into a fishtail braid and then covering the elastic. And now for the other side, you're just going to repeat the exact same thing. So there is the double pull through braid into fishtail braids. Here's the final look. Again, use hashtag I'm a braid babe this week when you do this braid so that I can find it. And go ahead and leave a comment on which braid you would like to see done next. Make sure you like this video and subscribe so that you keep seeing more. All right, bye babe.